Did you collect charger for now? Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you doing?
For me,
Okay.
trying to connect it to my.
Okay.
Let me share.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. I'm trying to collect the data and share because before I didn't share. Yeah, so I'm trying to copy now. Copy. How are you doing, sir? How is the family? Good to see
Very
you
well.
again. The day I see you, I'm going to so hug you.
I'm trying to set up my car volume so I can see
Okay. Okay. Guys, you're welcome to Papa, no musical.
No music.
No music. If not, YouTube go do me shaggy.
Who is playing music? Yeah, I'm not playing music
No,
now.
I'm just saying, you're in the car. It's possible for
No, no,
radio
no,
to
no, no,
just
no,
play.
no. No.
Okay. Okay, so today, guys, you're welcome. I know we started later than expected, but
Yes.
we are still talking about intelligence, sex, and marriage, and
My
we
apology.
have here kobokoMaster, Mr. Benedict. I mean, it's
My
popularly
sorry,
known.
sorry. My name is not Mr. My name is Bernard.
Oh, Ben. See, I'll be calling that name for.
Yeah, Bernard is a lot more finer than Benedict for the records.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
Don't be vexed. Okay. So yes, guys, you are welcome. Let me send this link to Instagram. Okay, so people know that we are here. Okay. So you are the guest too, so you are the one to now start telling us about marriage, the difference between intelligence, marriage, sex and marriage. Because without sex there's no marriage. Without intelligence there's no marriage. So yeah.
Okay. Without sex, there's no marriage because of today's world. But by stand, I was supposed to be without marriage. There's no sex.
Oh, okay. You know David, right?
David.
Yeah, David.
I know a lot of David.
I don't know what was that his name is. David said, "I don't want to believe you are driving and you're alive."
Yeah, not really because we don't necessarily need to have eye contact.
Oh,
Like
Jagoda. David Jagoda.
Jegede, not
Jagede.
Jaguda.
Sorry.
Jegede. Come, what's up with you and people's name this
I
evening?
don't know. I don't know. And me and him we talk every day. Oh. We were even live on Facebook. So he go shout for this one.
If I were him now, I would block you.
He will not block me. David, don't listen, no.
David is brave man and blocker.
Don't be only block me. Child of God. David, please
Oh,
don't
wala
block
now.
me.
Okay, so like I said, you just talked about without sex, there will be no marriage. So I said, normally, the appropriate thing should be without marriage, there will be no sex.
Oh
But
yes, true.
yeah, but because of your generation, it's okay to say without sex, there's no marriage.
No, without
Because
marriage. That was what I
no,
wanted to say. I
don't
think
worry, let's just go with your own because this your generation. You like to test before you buy, so it's very okay. It's very okay because I see a lot of marriage instructors these days, or what do you call relationship experts. They talk about sex compatibility, and I ask myself, how do you know the person that is compatible without necessarily having sex with the person? You cannot know compatibility by discussion. For instance, I just come to you and say, okay, me, I go 3 rounds. And you say you go 3 rounds. That's fallacy. The way you can know who is compatible, is sexually compatible, is for you and the person to go on multiple sex rights. Not once, not twice, because if by the time you go like 5 times and you see that both of you satisfy each other, it's then you can now say, oh, this person is sexually compatible with me. And anytime marriage instructors, pastors, relationship experts preach marriage compatibility, for me, they are indirectly endorsing premarital sex. So if you want to do something, come up with all your chest and own up. Don't hide under a particular word and be endorsing another thing. So if premarital sex is not a problem to you as a sex doctor or as a relationship expert, then it's fine. It's fine. Come out and tell people it's okay. Nobody will beat you. After all, we live in a world where nothing is wrong these days. Nothing is wrong. I can't remember the last time everybody agreed that something is wrong. Now, for something to be wrong is very debatable. Somebody will say, waiting right for you, waiting no good for you, good for another person. I've not seen any time of late this thing is wrong. So now let's talk about marriage and sex. I think it's a very big problem because, especially for our present day life, it's a very big problem. Sex for me is the best thing in sex, in marriage, But today, a lot of indices they know they make us enjoy them. For instance, the part of the world where we live called Nigeria, because of the search for greener pasture, person go marry in not less than 1 year. The man will work to relocate his wife while the man is still here. I don't know what you call that. I don't know any part of the Bible that encourages a man to stay away from their wife. And if marriage is biblical, if marriage is scriptural, if marriage is something that has to do with religion, then it is safe to say that the kind of marriages we do those days, God no get hand for inside. A marriage where a man go relocate, leave his wife and his children because he get plan to come and carry them, and the man will stay there for 3 years.
Hmm.
So the woman will stay for 3 years without making love to her husband. The man will stay for 3 years without making love to his wife. And people still call that marriage. For me, these things are not marriage. We are just trying to cohabit. We are just trying to do things to please our parents because they grow up with this man that my pikin he will grow up, I will welcome my grandchildren. So these days we're not really they do marriage. Everybody just cling to each other because I don't see marriage in you allowing your wife to relocate while you are in Nigeria or allowing your husband to relocate while you are in Nigeria. For me, that's not marriage at all. We just they tolerate each other. And that is why you see when that tolerance, when the elasticity of tolerance is perfectly exhausted, somebody will tell you, I'm not doing again.
Yeah, but
Based on it.
what about those who have to go first before the Mr. David? I checked your WhatsApp. I think I sent you the link. Let me see if it will work for 3 people to join. What about for those who what about for those who just had to do it? They just had to travel first and make life easy so that their wife and their children can join.
That's what I'm saying, my dear. Anything that will separate you from your family for longer
David, check
than
your WhatsApp.
anything that will separate you from your family, that's why you need to know your. If, for instance, okay, let's say you have a husband that every week you guys have sex for 3 times in a
Hmm.
week.
Hmm.
Now you travel for 1 year. My sister, what are you telling me?
Hmm.
Just tell me what you are telling me in clear terms. Let me know. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we cannot keep. You see, we are betraying ourselves by using other words to qualify our decision. Now you just said to make life better. In a bid to make life better, something will suffer for it. You might eventually travel and you bring them. But you will notice that immediately you bring them, after 2 months, your wife will begin exhibit some behavior where you don't know how it.
Hmm.
Because while you left her for those years, things don't happen. While she left you for those years, things happen. So that bond wey make una waka go church, wey pastor join una say I pronounce your husband and wife, that bond don't melt. It's been dissolved. It's been adulterated. So after a while, you go notice that una don't feel anything for each other again. But
Hmm.
let me understand me. Oh, successfully, you have relocated the woman. You have brought your children.
Hmm.
But you now notice that two of una don't like each other again. So una
True.
can't go separate. Una can't go separate for abroad. So what was supposed to be a positive impact will now generate negative impact.
Hmm.
But you will notice that you have succeeded in relocating your family, but you have not succeeded in relocating your love and your bond. You
Wow.
know. So these things, that's why anytime you want to do something, remember the opportunity cost when they teach you for economics. For every time something is exciting you, something is also giving way.
Wow.
For every time you think you are gaining something, something is giving way. It's just like when husband and wife decide to quarrel for too long. You might be thinking as a husband, you have the right to hold grudges, or as a wife, you have the right to hold grudges. While you are holding that grudge, remember that your family is suffering. The excitement where your children they see between daddy and mommy is suffering. So for every time you think you are winning, there is somebody losing.
Hmm.
For every time you think you are benefiting, there is something that is suffering. You cannot leave your wife for 1 year and expect that the next time you come and see her, everything will be the same. Even if she no cheat, my sister, she don't learn how to survive without you. She don't learn how to sleep without you. She don't learn how to chop without you. She don't learn how to pray without you. So that thing she has learned to do without you will live with her for a good number of years.
Jeez.
Just like also you have learned how to survive without her for those years before you brought her.
Hmm.
That is why the Catholic Church, in their wisdom, not allow their Reverend Father marry, because a Reverend Father can be transferred anytime, any day to anywhere. And when you transfer them, the condition may not be good enough for them to carry their wife or their children immediately. That is why all they need to do is to pick their bag. They don't need to carry many load. Just pick your bag, carry your clothes, and go to your new station. Any house where you meet there, sleep there. Even if it's a bachelor, stay there.
Wow.
You think, my dear, I know you are not in Nigeria. You think if you were married, it would have been that easy for you to relocate? You would have considered a lot of factors before relocating. But because
This is the kind of person that should be giving relationship advice. David.
you know, because you were single, you just picked your bag. Perhaps you did not even tell your parents, you just moved.
True.
When you got there, you now call them. But if you were married, you couldn't have been able to do that. You
Yeah.
and your husband will deliberate on that issue. A day will come, you say, I'm not even going again. Because you have not been able to convince each other on who to go first.
Hmm.
So, my dear, this is everybody is doing. So everybody just they pretend. Don't let anybody like give you anything that will make you separate from your husband or wife for up to a year, months, years. Forget it. Oh. This expression they say, body no be firewood, is the most realistic expression ever.
That's when you not be seeing fault in the woman.
They there now. When daughters of iniquities are up and down looking for whom to devour.
Wow. Wow. I know it was going to be a hot topic today, but I didn't know it would be this deep and
Oh,
insightful.
my dear, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Very difficult. That's why some people that decide to stay with their family to stay together, irrespective of the economic hardship and all of that. It is not because they don't understand that they can relocate, but they know what it will cost them. They know what it will cost them. You know.
Let me read what David said. He said, "Well done, Koboko. This is the reality, and this is the kind of content that should be flying online, not the false education that is deeply destroying the values of Africa and the sanity of Africans." Wow.
So right now, if you ask me, we Africans, we were actually the ones that tried to do marriage the right way until we embraced a wrong teaching from the whites. The wedding that Jesus performed his first miracle, that wedding did not happen inside a church.
Hmm.
That wedding happened inside a compound. What does that tell you? That tells you that the traditional marriage that you go to your father's house to do is the authentic marriage. You see that traditional marriage you go to your father's house to do is the authentic marriage. That is why after this class, carry your phone and Google white wedding. You will see Google will show you that white wedding is the traditional British way of marriage.
Hmm.
White wedding is the traditional British way of marriage. That means what we are doing today in Nigeria, after doing your own traditional wedding, you go and do another man's traditional wedding. You know. But because of the economic hardship, the economic mess that we are in Nigeria, we are beginning to practice our marriages like the other side. Where you marry today, you exhibit some things that you could say understanding, and the next thing you say, oh boy, where your wife? So but they prepare my wife for, we want relocate. This is marriage wey never reach 3 months. So you never even successfully give your wife belle. You want me to travel all in a bid of looking for greener pasture. I don't know what you call that. For me, that is not marriage. This is just you and another person agreeing to use each other to relocate.
To relocate.
Because you see, if you marry, it will be easier. So una just dey use una head, but una just want use marriage as the cloth to take go. You know. So for me, that is what I consider those things. Everybody just dey use each other.
Hmm. And at the end of
Because
the day, you even go there. At the end of the day, you see that it's not what it is. It's not
That
what
is
you
that
think.
is why that is why most people that live here married, when they go there, they end up unmarried. They will now separate because that picture where you paint, they appear immediately, and by the time you don't feel tolerate them, you go say irreconcilable differences. We separated on the ground of irreconcilable differences. How come the differences you're able to reconcile them over the years, but all of a sudden they have become irreconcilable? You know, it is because the elasticity of your patience has been dragged to the limit.
Wow.
So, my dear, sex is very important. Too. Let me tell you one thing: sex is so important that, do you know, no matter how angry you are, once you make love, the anger will die.
Yeah.
That is how sweet. That is how sweet and powerful sex is. You can be angry now, like you want to keep person, but once you just make love like this, you just notice that you are happy for no reason.
Hmm.
Now you now live that kind of thing for 1 year and say you are leaving your wife for 1 year. So if you are angry, who will now cool you down?
That's why there are bitter people everywhere. Bitter,
Yeah, they there
bitter
now.
women, bitter
Ah,
men.
don't joke with sex. So sex is too powerful. Oh. I've never seen anybody who just make love and he begin to shout, I will not forgive you. I'm angry with you. Nobody can do that. Once you make love, you forgive everybody. Why why do you think Ron's girls are making it? Do you know how many people they make happy every day?
Hmm.
Sex and beer, sex and alcohol. They've made a lot of people more happier than anything you can think of in this world.
Hmm.
Because the two things will make you happy and forget some of these things that bothers you. You know?
Yeah.
So now you now come and relocate. So the truth is, once you make that decision to, and women must learn, see, a lot of women make some mistakes, unforgivable mistakes. If you know a man that loves sex,
Sorry, David. Sorry. He can read your messages now. Africa was practicing marriage and now drifted into practicing partnership relationship, and it does not last long.
yes, now, because it's a transactional marriage. It's a marriage that everybody is looking for what they will benefit. That's what people do these days.
So
You know, so what I want to know is that a lot of women make some mistakes that are unforgivable. If you have a husband and you say your husband loves sex and you are the only person he demands sex from, madam, except you are not feeling fine or you are experiencing your monthly cycle, please don't deny him.
hmm,
If your husband loves sex and you know, but you are sure that he does not get it outside, except you are not feeling well or you are experiencing your monthly cycle, don't deny him. But some women these days, I don't know where this stubbornness is coming from. They know they have a husband that loves sex and they know the man is faithful. But then anytime the man demands sex, you will say, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. If the husband goes out to go and collect, because this is a necessity, it's as important as the food you put in your mouth. If the husband goes out to collect, it should be justified. Because I don't know a man when his wife go dey touch her and go dey run.
hmm.
It's not that men cannot run, but it makes you look somehow when your wife say I need it and you cannot provide it. That is how even some when no be provide and they consult, they'll call their guys, oh boy, I don't know what they do me. Oh. Before you know, they'll start recommending things.
Hmm.
They'll start sending things from far and near to help you. So for me, marriage, relationship, sex, these are very vital things. But like I told you, like I said before, presently we are no longer doing marriage. Everybody just dey try one use each other. Now only few people now they do am because the way Bible take say make dem run am.
Hmm.
Some just feel say once we go embassy as couple.
Hmm. I think he got a phone call. Oh, and he might not know how to do it. Can you hear me? You're frozen. And the issue of believing pastors and prophets more than their husband. I mean, like when he drops, I'm going to send you invite. You will use that same invite and join. Like immediately he goes, the prophets and pastors are the God have mercy, yeah, are some of the people who make relationship and marriage is more difficult because they come out with all this perfect, it's supposed to be this, it's supposed to be that, when you know deep down that it takes a lot of work. Believing in pastors and prophets, a lot of people don't know what works for them. They don't know that what works for A does not work for B, what works for C cannot work for D. Oh, I think he needs to go back. Please, I'm enjoying this thing. And I think he needs to. I'm just seeing your voice note, and also the issue of women challenging men, talking about men control, and meanwhile, men only give guidance. True. You know what? Let me remove him because he's on pause. Let me remove him and send him and the invite again. Let me send him the invite again. Okay, so he's going to come again. Yeah, he's on a call. Davey, what do you think? Me, I think he's on the phone because I wanted to send you the invites to come. But let's wait a little bit because all your points are very valid, and also the issue of women challenging men talking about men controlling them, meanwhile men only give guidance. Well, a man is supposed to be the head. That's why I said intelligence, sex and marriage, because if you are not intelligent you cannot be a man. Do you understand? You have to read, study in order for you to be, for you to give guidance. You cannot give guidance on what you don't understand. So that's why I said intelligence. You have to be intelligent. Then sex. I think marriage should have come first, then marriage, then sex. I guess he's on the phone. Let me call him back. Guys, please people like my life, please. This topic is very, very, very important and broad. So when kobokoMaster comes and he's done, I'm going to bring um Mr. David to share his own piece because we still have time. So me, I did not know there is only one person that can join. No, I did not know it's only one. That's just like two persons. Me too, I'm wild. But normally, if you know him very well, you will know that Koboko is very, very highly intelligent. Because even before I traveled, like we were always, together with his brother. All of them. The brother is coming on my life next month. Edo Pikin, he's coming on my life next month. April, May is coming May to my life. So Koboko is really intelligent, but the society don't like intelligent people. Okay, I think he's coming back now. Let me call her. Yeah, I mean on this particular subject. I'll tell you. We go do. Let me not say much online, I beg. Hmm. uh, I think he's trying to join. He's trying to join back. Oh, really? Sorry, let me click. I work for him now in the furniture factory he was managing. Are you serious? So you worked in that factory? It was that after that factory, after he's finished from factory, that time he was working with Charlie Pop. We will now come. That's when we will now eat dinner. Me that will leave house, I'll go and meet him that I'm hungry. Ah, gosh. My life today is disorganized and I don't like it. And I don't like it. Let me ask him if he's coming back. If he's not coming back, yeah, let me just send you this thing. Maybe he's trying to settle in. Guys, please like my life as you come. Mr. David, did you like my life? You are yet to. Because it seems as if it's me and you that is here today. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. This means a lot. Thank you. Oh. This is the best content. Yeah, but a lot of people will not see it. Content that will broaden your mind. This is a good job. Thank you, David. Will broaden your mind. A lot of people will not watch that one. Is the one that if I put a content that I had to insult somebody, that's the one people really appreciate. People almost hardly appreciate good content. They don't. It's only the intelligent ones that does. It's only the intelligent people that does that. But normally, people don't appreciate good content. Like the one we talked about, that a lot of things I put out there and I've brought people up. People truthfully do not appreciate it. Oh, thank you. You know what? Please, can you click, David? Can you click on the link I sent you to join? I don't think it's coming back on. Or maybe he's trying to sort one or two things. I think you should more be the boss aware of Africa. Wait, sorry. I need to read that again. I think you should Koboko more. Oh, you think I should bring Koboko more because he's a blast and aware of Africans value. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. African value is not the best in the world, but after it you can look for the rest. Yes. Can you Okay, I think it's coming. I think it's coming. Okay. Uh, David, wait first. Let me cut it. Wait first. I think it's coming. I think. Oh, but he has been like this, busy, 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 busy. Hello. Oh, okay. But just click on the link. Okay, sir. Okay, okay. Okay, he's coming back. He's coming back. Okay, oh, so let's be talking about all the things. Because see, David, right? I've seen marriages that for me, oh, I think that I don't know. There are people I cannot never take advice from, especially women, because I know we all complain of men. Do you understand? I know we all complain of men. Men is this, men is that. But have you looking deep as a woman within yourself? Have you looking deep? Morning till night, you be in a particular thing, and then when the man speak, he say he should not tell you what to do. There's one thing my mom always said to me. Back then, my mom said, if you marry somebody that you cannot respect, your children can never respect that person. He said, marry a person that you can respect and bow your knees from. And that was a game changer for me. And that was a game changer. It's like, dear, are you still there? I'm here. Oh. Did you hear what I said? I told you, did you hear what I said? My mom said that if you ever have to marry and you marry somebody that you cannot respect or bow your knees from, that there's no way on earth your children will respect the person. That there's no way. Maybe you should send him the link and join. I did. He called me. I called just now. He said I should give few minutes. I told you today is his daughter's 1 year birthday. So I think he's trying to sort out something. He said he call came on his phone. So your mom gave you the real knowledge on that. It has helped me. It has helped me. It has helped me. And that's why it's hard for me to just sit down and insult people. Like whether people, especially a man. Do you understand? Because they made it seem as if if you insult a male child, like even if the baby is 1 year, you insult the child, you are insulting like you're insulting. I don't know. But then she made us respect men so much, because it is how you value your husband that your children sees and copy. Yes. Yes. So in my mind then, I'm like, I didn't understand why. If let's say I fight with a girl, then which I almost never do, because I mean I know how to give attitude. So there's no way I can fight you. I don't have energy to fight. But let's say I have a problem with a girl. My mom will ask me what happened, and I tell her. She will not beat me. Oh. She will beat me. But if I tell her I argue with a guy, she'll say I don't have respect. I will say, but I'm older than this boy. It is also what they copy, that they carry out of the home and into the community. True, true. I really want us to talk about people and the community, the relationship between man and the community, because that topic, I have a lot to say. You will just see people walking on the road, you just take leather bag and just put it on the road. You just see this, you don't keep it clean. I remember there was something I saw. I was so irritated. I was so irritated. I was looking at this person with so much disgust. Just finish eating banana on the road and just put a peel on the ground. And I asked the person, why did you do that? He said, but those people are cleaning it now. I said, hey, did you why should you even think that because they are going to do it, that is, he said, please, 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 please. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yes, sir. I know today is busy.
My dear, I'm very sorry, and we live in a world where somebody cannot rest for even 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is why we always expect that whenever we retire home like this, we should find a peaceful home to rest our head. Because,
Hmm.
once you are out of the house like this, they just think you are balling. It's not really. You see me now, from one place that was why I was not able to start on time. I drove to another place. If I show you where I am, you will see the cars. See, you will see the whole cars there. You see the back. You see the cars. You see the cars. Now event.
Yeah.
Now event. Now event. I come here again, so I just have to excuse myself just to come and finish this whole thing up so that I can leave. So that you can leave me alone.
Thank you, sir.
Jegede, how far now, brother?
Jagadade obodo oyibo.
That
Jagadade. E dey England though.
which one? David?
Yes, now.
Serious?
Yeah.
Uh-uh. When he travel? When did he travel?
you just you just survived the African part of me. You just revived the African part of me. So the African part of me is gone.
Which country you
Hey,
dey? Mercy.
sir.
Which country you dey?
Not far. Belgium.
Why you dey think your country now? Which one be
Why they tick am?
You say
I say not far. Like I don't know. Sorry. There's no reason for it actually.
when David travel?
I don't know, but I know he traveled, and I'm like,
Was he there
David,
last
answer
year?
for yourself. I thought I was the only one remaining, and that was why I'm preaching Africa. Oh,
Has he
okay.
been there? Has he been there for a year?
I think, Mr. Jagete, how long have you been in the? Have you been in England? Maybe it should be maybe for I don't know how many years, Sha. You should answer
No,
for
wahala.
himself.
No, I know why I'm asking because if I knew he was
I
there,
traveled over a year now.
if I knew he was there last year, I would have reached out to him. Now I was there for like a month now.
When you were there, you did. Oh, well, Sha, we didn't reach out.
Anyways, no wahala. I'll by towards third quarter of the year I will do there. So
Third
now that
quarter.
I know he's there, I will reach out to him. David,
That's
please.
August, September, October.
Yeah, David, send me a message either on Instagram or
I will send him your number.
okay,
Or I'll
please,
send you his number.
please. Good to
I'll,
know.
I'll
Good
do
to
it
know. Good to
immediately
know.
after the live.
Good to know. Okay, so what I'm saying basically is sex is very important, and we must learn to use it as a tool to benefit and have a better marriage. It's for
Mm.
husband and wife. You know, we should try and find a way to use it for our own good. Because if people will never marry, they use and buy house, they use and they buy cars, they use and they oppress people. We
Mm.
don't marry, we should be able to use it for something more profitable.
Mm.
Because heaven supports ours, logic support ours, society support ours, religion support ours. So I don't see any reason why we should not be able to use it.
Mm.
We should be able to use it to achieve more. If people where society no support their own, religion no support their own, science too no even support their own,
Yeah.
they use it and they buy house. Person go just go wipe one wipe, buy G-Wagon. That's to tell you how profitable sex is. It's a profitable venture.
Mm.
But marriages these days, before you feel collect, you go come, it doesn't make sense.
Mm.
Before you collect self, you go be like say you dey pay for inside marriage.
Mm.
It's an essential part of marriage. That is why even as no church, no matter how righteous the church dey, you no go say me husband and wife no wipe. No
True.
church. So that's to tell you how essential it
They
is.
even preach it.
So but these days the thing is not as profitable as it ought to be.
And please,
So
I want you to I remember there was something you were saying that was very vital. You were talking about uh husband and wife who do not practice being married, like staying together as husband and wife, and what happened after
no
leaving for
worry.
just
See, I will say it again and again. If you are married and for any reason you are separated from your husband, especially because of economic reason, like the way Nigeria is nosediving now, you now decide maybe the husband get good work here, the wife can't dey there, and the money you are earning is not up to you. It's not enough for you to travel every month. Like, let me say worst case scenario, once in a month you travel from Nigeria to go and see that your wife, see your children, you guys bond, and that your traveling no be like 2 days or you stay 1 week in a month. Forget it. And I know that no be marriage. And if you think I'm overreacting, tell me anywhere in the Bible from Abraham to Isaac to Joseph to David to Solomon. Tell me anywhere, any couple in Bible where for any reason, whether for evangelism or God come show and sign the man now depart from the wife, will not be dead. If not be dead, show me anywhere. Show me because why I'm always referring to the Bible is we live our marriage, we practice our marriages currently based on biblical
standard.
ordinances, based on what the Bible says. That's why I'm using it now. Even our African religion, our papa be they travel, but they were always coming back. And anyone when if he come back will marry another woman there.
Hmm.
If your papa be they do any work where warrant am to travel, if you cannot come to see your mother all the time, you go marry another woman for where in day.
Hmm.
Where they keep am busy. Then once in a while, your mama go leave here in day, come meet am. You go come meet her there. Go check. Anytime, those days, if your papa stay away from your mama, na clear sign say you don tire for the marriage.
Hmm.
Your mama will always dey go to your mother-in-law, go dey complain. Say for 1 week now, my husband never come see me. For 1 week now, we never see each other. And that see each other, we say they never knack. Anytime you hear your mama that time say, me and my husband never see each other, she's disturbed that the man never come knock her door, say today na your turn. Today I won't do. is really disturbed, she will keep until you go even reach an you go come meeting. More than me ask my husband what I do am. Just because you have not showed up for 1 week. But today we have women that they have not seen their husband for 1 year, they are even happy. The day the man is coming, they'll be angry.
Why?
And they say it's marriage. How is that kind of thing marriage? That you have not seen your husband, you're happy. If your marriage have got to that level, my sister, file for divorce. Why are you pretending? Why are you hurting yourself? Why are you hurting the man? Why are you lying to the children that you are still with their father? If he gets to that level where anytime your husband is not around, that you are happy, all you want is just for him to be transferring money. For honey, I just sent you a bill of 600,000. Please just send it to us. That is all that matters to you. You want the man to be sending money, but you don't want him to come. And you say you are still married. Which kind of marriage be that? Stop hurting yourself. Don't deceive yourself. All these transactional things, this one that you just want to be under somebody so that the person will be taking care of your bills. That's not marriage, oh. A lot of people these days, I don't know what we are doing. And the thing where they pay me, they say, now that marriage is losing its original value and nutrients, marriage is losing its original value and nutrients, it is now more expensive.
It's now what? Expensive.
It is
That's
now more
because
expensive.
another thing is making her happier. You said that's because another man or another thing is making the woman happier.
Do you understand me? Now we are living in a situation where somebody will substitute her husband for plastic objects, for vibrators. How can you reduce a full man where God creates and let him be competing with objects? If you want to stay with objects, stay with objects. If you want to stay with a handmaid or handmaid of the Lord, stay with the handmaid of the Lord. A lot of people are just fooling around, say they are married though. Me, I don't belong to that. See, me, I'm so practical. Thank God you are not knowing me for today. You have always known me. If it gets to a level where I do no longer appreciate my wife, I will tell her to go. I wouldn't
That day
want
will
that.
not come in Jesus'
I
name.
wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to lie to myself. When I'll be going home, I'll be afraid. No. It doesn't work. So if we really want to do this thing, see, I've been wanting to do a video on this issue. I think men of God need to revisit their textbooks or their table of contents where they teach marriage class.
Oh, David said this.
A lot of them are still teaching
Let me
marriage
look for
class. A lot of them are still teaching marriage class with the things of old without factoring in the modern day reality. That is why when these people finish from class and marry, after 1 month, they say they don't marry again. And the way I put it, the way I look at it is, imagine you have a university where you teach people and they graduate. After 1 month or 3 months, they will now tell you that the knowledge they acquired is no longer viable in the society they are working in. It is a slap on the institution that gave that certificate. It is a slap on the lecturers that lecture those students. It is a slap on the school fees they pay to that institution. So if churches can, I think they should do a random research. Let them understand what is workable in today's marriage so that they can teach according to those things, so that they can teach according to what is acceptable. And I also feel a lot of men of God are afraid to preach marriage the way God asked them to preach it. Because they feel if they preach it the way God asked them to preach it, they will lose members.
Most pastors and prophets are happy with the present situation because they are benefiting from it.
You know, so a lot of them are afraid that if they teach marriage the way God asked them to, the members will not be comfortable with it. But I feel if you really want to serve God, even if you are being killed for the purpose of the genuine gospel, you should stick to it. Because at the end of the day, you are serving God that is bringing men to you. You are not serving men that are bringing God to you. It is not men that brought God to you. It is God that brought men to you. So consistently serving him will mean that he will consistently bring genuine worshippers to your temple, to your synagogue. But there, I don't know where if we got to a level where men of God will now be afraid of the people and not afraid of God. So they should revisit their table of content. Their syllables are no longer in tandem with modern day realities. They are no longer in tune with what today's world is offering marriage. If they want to serve the world, when I say world, WORLD, they should serve the world. If they want to serve the word of God, they should serve the word of God. So there is a big vacuum that needs to be filled based on what marriages are offering today. A big vacuum. A big vacuum.
Wow.
No matter how prayerful a woman is, if you cannot practice that line that says submit to your husband, your prayer your prayer cannot sustain the marriage. If you like, speak in tongues. If your husband says one and you say two, the marriage will not work. The marriage will not work. If your husband say one thing and the next 2 minutes, now only they talk, they go kitchen, the marriage will not work. A lot of women, a lot of you guys, let me put you inside. You always ask for a man that can give you protection. I will not be so. You like a man that can protect you. I will not be so.
True.
And you like a man that can love you. I will not be so.
True.
Do you know why? You can live with a Rottweiler or a German Shepherd in your house?
Why?
Like a dog that is ordinarily violent. Do you know why you can live with such a dog peacefully in your house? It is because anytime you touch the dog head, it submits to you. It does not go, whoa, 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 whoa. If you go, whoa, 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 you go carry gun, kill him because you will feel threatened by the dog. Do you understand me? You feel threatened by the dog, but anytime you touch the dog, you go see and you go just lay low. Not that in teeth, not the amount again, no. Not that the venom to back, not there with him, but he understands that a master is touching it. I mean, it's touching him or her. That's why he's submitting to the master. But let an enemy come when no be master. That dog will submit to you so will let loose and go wild at the person. So even a dog knows who to submit to. So women should know who to submit to. Submit to your husband. It does not mean that you are weak. The dog that is lying down for you to touch, for you to play with, it does not mean that the dog is weak. It's just that the dog identified the person when you're supposed to submit to. God did not say you should submit to every. He said submit to this one that you have chosen. You chose him now. Not be you chose to follow and go altar. Not be you chose say you will live together till they do you part. So submit to Ram. And nobody can love you without submission. Don't let anybody deceive you. That is why if you read that Bible verse, one came before the other. But today, some people want to replace the positioning of the scriptures.
Submission.
They want to put both lovers on the same line. It's not on the same line. One came before the other. One is subject to the other. You need a husband that can protect you. Do you know that for a man to protect you, the man must be more powerful than you?
The
You can
problem
only protect somebody you are stronger than. Are you aware?
they receive when growing up. Yes.
You can only protect somebody you are stronger than. You cannot protect who is stronger than you. That is why when you need security, you go and hire bouncers because they are bigger than you. Go and hire people when you big pass now. They will bully them and bully you. So when you choose a man and you expect him to protect you, you must create an atmosphere where the man will protect you. And now, when a man is protecting you, the man, they inhabit and inherit the personality of a protector. What it means is that the man is constantly ready to fight external threats wey go threaten anything wey concern am, including you wey be the wife. And when I say anything wey concern am, including the man's sanity, including the man's rest of mind. Now, the man, they protect you because if he say you dey among the things where they give a rest of mind. But most women will get to a level where they will now be the threat where the man will need to protect against. This time around, not external forces. So the person you are supposed to protect will now be the one you need to protect yourself against. At that point, your husband will see you as an enemy.
The head.
At that point, your husband will see you as a threat because his natural instinct is beginning to tell him that this person that is standing in front of him as a wife is about to disturb his mindset and his peace. So instead of protecting you, he will protect himself against you. That is where you get to see that both man and woman go come be like, say, your own wife now be your competitor. Your own wife now be your enemy. And because you have inherited the habit of a protector, you cannot afford to let your guard down. Not minding who is coming at you, whether your wife, whether your family member, because you have inherited the behavior of a protector. Now so God did. God is our protector. That is why, even when you look for something that you think you like, God will protect you against it. You like it, but God does not like it. So it will not happen. So you will go and say, these days my prayers are not answered. I'll be fasting and praying. It is not, the man who answers prayers is not in tune with what you are asking for. That is why he's not granting it.
So it protects you against that
So
thing.
it protects you against you. Because you are being a threat to yourself. You are asking for something that will destroy you. You are demanding for something that will ruin you. You are demanding for something that will take you away from his original plans. So he protects you from you. It's just like a child that wants to go and touch electric, and you are holding the child, and the child is crying. Your neighbors might come and say, why is this pikin crying? To them, it's like you dey allow your pikin cry. But now you will be papa know say you are protecting the child from waiting go kill him. Not really because of say the child, if he die, no, you go die, but it go pain you because your pikin die. So women must learn not to be the threat they want their husbands to protect them from. Because once you become the threat, the man will protect himself against you. The man will start seeing you like a man, and he will treat you like one. He will see you like an enemy, and he will treat you like one. Because even the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. So that means I must love myself first. You know, say now they preach self-love, but I don't know him. Now say self-love, self-love. When I self-love, you say you make up, go outside, go lick ice cream. That's self-love. Self-love is protecting your mental health good enough to be able to protect others. The ability for you to be stable, to be so stable that you can stabilize others. That's self-love. Because immediately you lose yourself, you lose every other person around you.
True.
So for you not to lose people around you, first, save yourself first. So if you want people to love you, you must be humble and submissive enough to rest your head on the person's shoulders. Because it is from your head being here that you can be caressed and massaged and spoken softly to. Your head must first be here. But if your head is standing facing me face to face, I cannot love you because you are not in a position for me to love you yet.
Love you.
You are in a position for me to challenge you. You are facing me. You are standing in my front. Don't stand in my front. I will not submit to you. It is not in me to submit to you. I was not created to submit to you. For God to ask you to submit to your husband means he wired you to submit. But some of you, they rewire on yourself. It's like you don't like the wire. You want to rewire yourself. So if you rewire yourself, you will see wire.
You see shaggy.
You will see why you since you have rewired yourself to where you want to see, you will see why. So every man likes it when it is doable. The stress where they this world now, nobody gets the extra time to try to coerce you, to try to talk you into something. Everybody they hurry. So what you need to do, you need to personally put yourself in a space where you can be loved.
Oh Jesus.
I'm not saying you should be vulnerable. Oh.
Hmm.
People must understand it. I'm not saying you should be vulnerable, but put yourself in a lovable position. That is why people say, that is why there are ambience where they make love sweet. Not everywhere love for the sweet. But when you want love to sweet, you put candle, put nice smell, put dim light, come play some kind Lionel Richie music. But the same person, if you go put Zazu music, call put light way bright.
Zazu.
Do you understand me? That love cannot be as sweet as the other place. So what does that tell you? There are templates for everything. You need to create what you want. You need to create your needs. I'm not saying you should not ask questions in your marriage.
This is just the knowledge any woman needs to enjoy a marriage.
I'm not saying
Relationship.
I'm not saying I'm not saying you should not ask questions in your marriage, but there are ways you ask questions. There are times to ask questions. If a question is asked at the wrong time, it becomes a wrong question.
Problem.
It becomes a wrong question.
Wow.
It just be like say you and your husband won't make love, you don't come out cloth, you don't come out cloth, you can't say baby wait. What of this food that
Let me
tempts
go and watch. Let me go and watch.
somebody will come say, what of this thing, what of this money my mother asked for? When somebody won't make love. You see now, you are asking for something concerning your mom, but you are asking it at the wrong time. Do you know that if you allow you and your husband to make that love, immediately the man come, you come, everybody do all right? Ask that question.
You go wire around quickly.
The man go just carry phone, tell you say I've sent it. That moment when una just finish, ask that question. You go see the man who carry phone say I just sent your mommy the money now. Magic.
Oh Jesus. Women carry more emotions to develop whatever aggressions the man might bring close.
Do you understand me? So, my dear, my teachings might not work for everybody.
True.
But if you are a girl and you notice that the man you are with is a man that is a man in and out, you know those men they call alpha male. Please, I beg you, practice the theory of submission. Alpha male don't bend. Alpha male don't get easily coerced. Alpha male are the best if you put yourself in a lovable position. They will love you. They will go all out for you. People will testify. They will be like, this is your husband. This is your husband who will say a very strong person. The man look hard though, to talk to them. People, they fear to talk to them. You go say, not the best for me. Oh. As you see, I say everything what I want, they do one. People come to say, now only you get a mumu button. That is the magic. Because they don't know that you have been able to put yourself in a way that the alpha in him does not necessarily rise anytime you are asking for things. But if you marry all these legbere men where other men they knack, please do whatever you like with them. Not be every man be man, oh. Some men are legbere, now have baked men them be. The sansan where they take create, they're not red. You know, red way. So if you marry those kind of men where they make with sandy soil, carry, no problem. But if you notice the man where you marry, now the same sand where they take make Adam, red sand, now they take make am. You need to day well, oh. Day well, my sister, day well. Because it don't reach now. Everybody don't get mind to chest in consequences. So now before now they be shame to say if your wife go shame. Nothing like shame. If you don't born children finish like this, woman will stress you when no one obey. May it go. Just the
Hmm.
same money make your children they grow. Hold better, hold small change for envelope. You go they wipe any wipe where you see on a daily basis. Enjoyment go finish you. Enjoy, you know how to just go outside now, clean. Clean, just go sit down somewhere. You go see a lot of high, you know hard.
They will be the
So
one even talking to you.
what?
The women will be the one coming at you.
They there now, you the Jones. So may nobody teach anybody, send anybody now. So when you have a man where ready day, mama behave well, they well. And a lot of now they sabi listen to people where they are married, not they work. Now they take advice from them.
Hmm.
See, every man is not your husband. If you have a husband you are pushing around, don't tell the other woman. That woman husband is not like your husband. Let everybody treat their husband the way they. Some of you go and put yourself in a group when one woman is telling you how he's operating her husband. That woman's husband is not your husband. It might be working for her, it will not work for you. Treat your husband according to his personality. Personality differs. So don't bring one thing that you read online to the house.
Hmm.
Like in Nigeria now, one crazy girl whether they call Blessing CEO. They advise people, that kind of person. If not be saying a generation where no they consider consequences, that girl have you don't get one reason to talk about relationship. But they say it's relationship. Somebody want to post that news, they'll say relationship expert. Are you okay?
Expert.
You know what expert is? Do you know what expert is? See, my dear, enough is a word for the wise.
What
So
is enough for the words?
I've been able to confuse and not to confuse you that marriage is sweet if you are ready to do the needful. But if you feel that it must go your way, you must have it your way, then you will understand that many ways are no ways, and a way can be a way. So just take these few things and then fly with them. Hmm? Thank you. I have to go for my event now, please.
Thank you very
I
much,
didn't
sir.
start
Thank
catering.
you. You wow, like the things I know. Like you just you remove and I don't know, but thank you very much. I'm so grateful.
You are
I'm
welcome.
grateful. I'm going to I
All
don't
right.
know, I'll have to send you a message, but thank you
How
so
far
much.
now?
Thank you so much. Anybody who watches this, they will really appreciate. They will like
See now, see
their
the event
mind.
where I come.
Oh, and I'm the one that kept you.
All right, bye bye.
Okay, sir. Bye. Bye bye. Guys, even me, I was blessed. Like the things I knew before, I had to unlearn a lot of things. So please, if you know anybody who needs to see this video, please send it to them. That it was insightful. It was is Koboko has gone now, but he will hear. Meanwhile, I'll send you his number. I'll send you his number, Koboko, David. Thank you guys. I will be back with more live videos next time. Remember tomorrow we're coming up and we're talking about abuse. Someone is sharing her story about abuse tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm not going to wear makeup in case I cry, so that the makeup will not be ruined. I'm just joking. So, but please, coming live tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Nigeria time. I think so. Thank you guys and God bless you. Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening. Bye.